Hey everybody, it's Phil Slocum at NC State University. And in this video of my series, An Introduction to the National Park Service, ArcGIS Online for Organizations webinars, I am going to demonstrate how to create a hosted feature service by uploading a zipped shapefile. So, few housekeeping items. Neither the National Park Service nor NC State University endorses or recommends any commercial products, processes, or services. This material may not be used for advertising or product endorsement purposes. This material is intended for educational purposes only. Neither the U.S. government nor NC State University warrants or assumes any legal liability or responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, or usefulness of any information, apparatus, product, or process disclosed. So, when creating a hosted service in your ArcGIS Online for Organizations account, you can upload a zipped shapefile, and I've got the workflow here for you. The first thing you want to do is just zip that shapefile up, and remember, a shapefile consists of an SHP, an SHX, and a DBF, and maybe a PRJ. All of those are extensions of the name of the shapefile. So you want to zip all of those up together, and you can have those on your desktop or anywhere on your file system, and that's just fine. Then you would sign into your ArcGIS Online account using your National Park Service PIV card like you would in Bison Connect or anything else. And finally, you would like to add an item from your computer. Now, it's very important, and it's always good practice that when you do upload something to the web, that you always double check. So you want to log into your ArcGIS Online account, which you would have done, and check your data, check your service to make sure it looks as you would expect. And again, to access your National Park Service ArcGIS Online instance, simply go to https://nps.maps.arcgis.com. So let's take a look at that. Here I've already logged into my ArcGIS Online account, and you see I've got folders, and I've talked about this in navigating the interface, that I use to simply compartmentalize my efforts and to arrange all my data so it's easy to find, just like you would in your file system. So I've already uploaded a shapefile, or I've already zipped up a shapefile that lives on my file system, and I'm simply going to click the Add Item button while I'm in my content here, and I'm going to say from my computer. Now, you do have some other choices here. I'll let you explore those as you have time, but I'm going to simply add from my computer. I'm going to choose that file just like any other upload product you've worked with or program you've worked with, and this is on my desktop. So I've got my desktop here, and as you can see, right here is my zip file. So I'm just going to add that, and you can see here that the title. First of all, let's look at all these other items that you can upload. You can upload quite a bit to your ArcGIS Online account, and this continually grows as Esri evolves and matures this software package. So you can see that I have chosen the file to upload, and here's the zip file itself. Whoops, let me get that out of the way. Sorry about that, a little inconvenient. It happens. And I've uploaded a shapefile, so we'll have to choose that again, aren't I? All right, there we go. And you can see that I am going to publish this file as a hosted layer. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to use this in my web maps and web mapping applications. I'm going to take off the underscore shapefile here and just leave it as Colonial National Historical Park. There's your Colonial abbreviation, and you should put your park name on all of your content. And I've got kilometer markers here, and I could add other descriptive information, such as if I wanted to say it was a point. And I can tag this and assign a category if I want to. I'm not going to do that right now, but I am going to add in some tags, and tags are very important. They allow for filtering and searching, just like if you were to add that category. And I've already got a few things already ready to go here, so I'll just type those in there, and tags are very important. Okay, so as a category, if I wanted to choose a category, let's just go ahead and choose one. So these are kilometer markers, and that has to do with some transportation. So I'll just click transportation. And I could click more if I wanted to, but I'm just going to say add the item. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to go out and grab that item off of my desktop that I've uploaded and start to bring that into my ArcGIS Online environment. And you can see here that it is actually starting to create a thumbnail service, or creating that service right here, and a little thumbnail should pop up here in a little bit. So there we have it. Now I don't have a thumbnail, and I could edit that thumbnail if I wanted to, and it's good practice that you should do that, but that's beyond this video right now. And there it's actually generated this little squiggly line here. So you may want to edit that thumbnail and update something a little more descriptive for you. Now, I have uploaded this, and it is inside my content. Now, let's just go back to my content to show you this. Okay, it has put it at the root of my content. So I want to do some housekeeping, and I want to move that into my video how-to videos folder here, because that just keeps my content clean, and I understand how I've moved everything around. Now, you can see here that in the table here, it is a feature layer, and it is hosted. I also have the Shapefile here. So this is another way where I could store data and share data with other people if I wanted to share that raw data. And you could do that by unlocking this here and share it with people in the National Park Service, or maybe a group within the National Park Service. So I'm going to move that, and I'm going to put it into my how-to videos folder. There, little housekeeping. So if I go to my how-to videos, you can see now that my feature layer is hosted. It is in here, and I have a Shapefile. Let's take a look at that data. I'm going to click on it, bring up the overview, and again, I need to add a summary and a description. I'm going to put something very short in here, but you should put something that is descriptive, okay? There, I'm just going to put in something a little abbreviated, but again, you would need to be more descriptive in how you actually put in your content and put in your metadata tags, as I'm doing now. And you can see that as I do this, my item information continues to improve. And Esri will give you some ideas on how to improve your own information, your metadata tags here. I need a terms of use. Now, the National Park Service has an approved terms of use, and if you just open your favorite web browser and do a web search on NPS GIS Data Distribution Liability Statement, you'll get this website here, and I'm simply going to copy this out of my web browser, and I'm going to go back to my ArcGIS Online environment, and I'm going to edit these terms of use by pasting in that data distribution liability statement. And you can see now that my item information, my metadata seems to be growing. Now there's some other options here. I will let you explore those in your own time. But what's more important is let's look at the implications of uploading a shapefile and adding that to a map, a web map. Now you'll see that my points have come in, and they have, as Esri has displayed these as the software has decided is appropriate. Every time you add a hosted feature layer that has been uploaded from a shapefile, you're going to have to apply that symbology. That's why I like the workflow of creating my layers in ArcMap and then publishing that service. I have a video out for that, and I strongly recommend you take a look at it. Another implication of just uploading a shapefile is my informational pop-up is not very informative. It has just used simply the hosted feature layer name, and it has looked at the attributes in my shapefile and added those. So if I wanted to give this pop-up more a better look and feel, I would have to go into my web map every single time I add this, and I would have to configure that pop-up. But this is a quick way of uploading your data to ArcGIS Online by uploading a shapefile. There are some implications of that, such as your pop-ups, your symbology will change from time to time. And if you want to have a consistent look and feel, you would have to change the symbology of this each time by going into the change style dialog there, and also configuring your pop-up. So that's all there is to creating a hosted feature service with a zipped up shapefile. You zip that shapefile up, you add it to your content, and then it's accessible in your web maps and your web applications within ArcGIS Online. Okay, thanks a lot, and I hope you have a good day.